everyone, this is Nikki Rowland and today I have a layout to share for Simple Stories using the FaBOOlous collection. I love a Halloween collection. They're always so much fun. It's my favourite time of year. It's my favourite thing to scrapbook, so I always make sure I get lots of photos and have lots of fun making Halloween layouts. So there we go. Starting off with a black background, I have this photo of all the pumpkins that we made or carved last year, and I have started off with a black background. I've picked out this black paper with the orange spot all over it, and the other side of that is this stripy orange, so I've just made sure I'm going to get a bit of that in as well. So just done a big tear across the layout, and then I'm going to build my layout over on the right hand side. I just need to get these two paper layers sorted. Sorry about the lighting on the camera. I'm not in my usual spot at home. I'm away scrapbooking, so I'm somewhere else, and the lighting's not too great, and it's obviously caught. It's obviously slightly wrong angle because you've got a proper glare going on. It must have just caught the lens of the camera slightly. So yes. So anyway, there we go. I'm just putting those stripes behind there, and then my photo is just going to sit over on the right hand side. I'm just having a play around with the design. Where am I going to put everything? And then once I have decided, then I will start getting everything stuck down, of course. So, of course, I want to use lots and lots of floral ephemera because it's got lots of pumpkins in it. And I want to use lots of pumpkins, of course, because my photo is of pumpkins. I just wanted to point out the fabulous pumpkin at the back of the photo that has the pineapple hair on top, which I just thought was brilliant. Right, so I have got all my background stuck in place now, and now I'm just going to figure out exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm going to put a big cluster over on the right hand side. My photo is mounted. I've pulled out a chipboard frame from the Chipboard Frames pack. I've obviously got my big pumpkins from the floral ephemera at the top there, poking out of the top layers. I've got some other florals there as well. I'm adding florals to the frame too. I did consider adding a tag upside down, but that didn't look quite right. So that's going to go in at the top. There we go. It's just going to poke in there. Couldn't fit it in under the layers, so I just had to trim that off slightly. I've got a little crow sticker sat on top of the photo there, but he's going to get moved. Yeah, I'm just going to continue to go through all the ephemera bits, the journaling bits, the page pieces, the foam stickers, etc., to figure out what else I want to use. Really, it's just so many wonderful things in this collection that I just want to use all the things. So I'm just working out what title would be best at the moment. So basically, every title I picked up was a bit too long and was a bit overwhelming because my photo is obviously fairly small, and it would have looked ideal if it would just sit along the bottom of my photo, but I couldn't quite make it work. Eventually, I settled on Spooktacular because it was smaller, as in it's still quite long, but it was a smaller font, so it didn't look too overbearing. So I've just popped that along there. It's had to extend quite far to the right past the photo because it's too long for the photo, but that's okay because I've got the extended floral embellishments over on the right hand side anyway, and that's where my little crow is sitting as well. So adding some pumpkins with faces. One is ephemera and one is chipboard. Obviously they were ideal for my photo because I've got carved pumpkins in my photo, so carved pumpkins embellishments is ideal too. And I'm just now continuing to build up and add more and more bits in. So now just having a look at some word stickers from the from the 12 by 12 cardstock stickers. I always enjoy using these phrases. It just adds in an extra pop of colour, and the phrases are always brilliant. I always love them. So I've got Happy Haunting, Happy Halloween, and Spooktacular in grey, orange, and black. All just popping those under the title there. I've distressed the edges slightly of each one, and I'm raising them all up on foam pads to put those in place. So a bit of labour of love, a bit fiddly, but it's okay. Definitely worth doing in my opinion. just putting some more florals, smaller florals in any of the gaps that I've got. There are a few gaps because I had that I put the frame in the background, so I had a few little gaps under there that I wanted to fill. So floral ephemera to the rescue. Also decorative brads. I always enjoy using the decorative brads, and enamel dots too. So you can see that I have this massive cluster over on the right hand side, which is I'm really enjoying actually. I'm loving it all being clustered together in that one giant cluster. Just trying to figure out if there's anything I can put in that gap at the top there. So I've tried the candle. I tried various other things as well. Candle's staying there for a moment, but I'm not entirely happy with it. There you go, take that out, put a different candle there. Still not happy with that. I tried the flag, not happy with that. Skeleton, not happy with that either. These are all brilliant pieces, but they just weren't quite right for that space. Anyway, the bats worked perfectly. But of course, bats look like they're supposed to look like they're flying, so they went a little bit higher, and that was the ideal thing to go in that little space there. Yeah, getting there now. I just need to add a little bit of journaling about the pineapple hair particularly, but I can't write on this layout because it's too dark, and I didn't have my white pen with me, and it doesn't always work anyway, so I thought I'd create some journaling strips out of some white card. It's actually not white card, it is a piece of spare paper from I think it's from one of the tags, because I wanted it to be, slightly off-white to match the collection a bit better. So that's where I got that from, and I've just distressed the edges there and stuck a couple of those in place. Kind of wanted them to look like an extension of the phrase stickers. Sorry for the view of the top of my head there, but just adding in those two strips there, and then I can add my journaling onto those with my very tiny writing. So I just managed to fit a little bit on there. There we go, all in place. So that was the ideal solution, something to, a good little tip there. If you've got a dark background or a pattern paper that you can't really write onto, then make your own little word strips. Lots of people do it. I don't do it very often. I normally write directly onto my layouts, but on this occasion it wouldn't have worked. So that's what I did. And now I'm just finishing off with some splatters of black paint all over all of my embellishments, that one giant big old cluster there. What a fun layout to make. I always enjoy using Halloween collections. They're great fun. Yeah, love all the pumpkins and the icons and the words and the phrases and the titles and everything in this collection. It was so fabulous. FaBOOlous to work with. Thank you so much for joining me today. That was Nikki Rowland for Simple Stories.